Hi everyone, I wanted just to drop in and do a very quick video about how it feels to be 2 weeks without sugar. It does not a very long time, but what I want to just share with you is a couple of things that I've been doing to make this process a lot easier. I gave up refined sugar 2 weeks ago. This is 2018. I gave up 2 weeks ago because I felt like it was doing me no good. It was something that I was eating, but I was eating in excess. I realised something about my personality, and that is that I'm an all or nothing person. So I find it really, really, really hard to get balance when it comes to things like drinking alcohol and eating food and anything that can be done in excess, I do in excess. So I gave up drinking alcohol about I think it was about 9 years ago now, and that was because I could never get the balance. I was drinking way too much, and the hangovers were hideous, made me feel like crap, so I gave up. And it was so easy for somebody with my head because I'm an abstainer, and it's so easy for me. I cannot do balance when it comes to something that can be done like that. So I gave up, and the reason I gave up was because I no longer wanted to feel like crap, and I made a decision in my head that it didn't need to feel like this. I didn't need to wake up in the morning feeling tired, hungover, hungry, no energy, ratty, all of those things that I used to get with drinking too much wine or anything. And I got to the stage that I just couldn't handle it anymore, and I just didn't want to feel that way. And it was also making me really moody, up and down with my mood. So I gave up, and it was easy to give up because I read a book by Alan Carr, How to Control Your Drinking, and it really made me see that actually what I was doing on a daily basis was I was poisoning my body. And to be honest with you, I didn't want to poison my body anymore. So once I train my brain to understand that this was actually harming me, it was enough for me to give up. And it was easy because all I needed to do was know that every day I wasn't feeling bad, I was feeling really, really good, and I was noticing the positive changes. So over the years, I've done many things that have helped improve my health and well-being. I used to suffer from bulimia for many years, and I'll talk about that in another video, but I want to give you the idea that basically when it comes to eating sugar, I do find it really, really hard. Even though I've got the bulimia under control and have done for a number of years, I still have that bulimic tendency to overeat when it comes to sugar. I've got a very sweet tooth. And so even though I exercise lots and stuff, so I don't really need to worry too much about my weight, but what I was finding over this Christmas period was that I was really feeling, gosh, I went to bed one night feeling like I'd just eaten too much sugar. I felt sick, I felt tired, I felt lethargic. All this good exercise that I was doing was almost being counteracted by the crap that I was eating. And I get that over Christmas we do tend to eat a lot of more crap than normal, but I really felt like I was just noticing how bad my body was feeling. Of course I knew and I know that by not eating sugar is good for us and all this kind of stuff. So I went and watched a lot of YouTube channels, a lot of YouTube clips around sugar, read a book around, reducing sugar and stuff, and then I started. So the biggest thing for me was making the decision. So I decided one night, I was like, that's enough. I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not eating refined sugar. So I'm going to give that up. Now, it might feel really extreme for some people because some people might have that moderator personality where they can actually handle having one cookie or 2 bits of chocolate a day and that's it. I couldn't do that. I could have one cookie, then it'd be 4 cookies, or I'd have one piece of chocolate and it'd be half a bar of chocolate, or maybe even the whole bar of chocolate. So it was almost like I had to go all or nothing with the sugar. So I gave up. And I taught myself that I didn't want to feel bad anymore. I knew that it was going to feel like crap for a few days with headaches and stuff, but I didn't want to feel that feeling that I was getting with the sugar that I was eating. So I gave up, and the decision was the hardest bit. When I knew that I was going to decide, it was like, right, that's it. The switch is switched in my brain and I'm not going to eat sugar anymore. So I now know every day that I watch a little video on YouTube to remind myself of why I don't eat sugar, and I do something called emotional EFT, which is emotional freedom technique, and it's tapping, and I highly recommend you look into tapping. It's on, you'll see on lots of YouTube channels, and it helps to deal with the negative emotions surrounding sugar and the cravings that you can get. So for the first few days I had really bad cravings. I had headaches galore. I had a headache for 4 days and it hurt like hell, and I knew that that was going to happen, but I was willing to go through that 4 days to get that crap out of my body, and all good. So I felt like crap for a few days, but then after I started to eat better, drink lots more water, and I just noticed that I was starting to have more energy. It's only been 2 weeks, but I'm feeling so much better already. So I wanted to share with you, just 2 weeks later, that I have feeling less tummy, like that less sugar tummy. I feel much better. I've got way more energy, and I'm now no longer missing sugar, and I'm doing those techniques. So I will tune in again, and I'll show another video soon and keep you posted. But it's been a brilliant experience for me so far. See you later. Bye.